Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. My name is Billie Jean. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, in my videos I usually talk about my struggles, my past struggles with depression and suicidal thoughts, and my post life, which is my life 2.0, how my life is now after depression and suicidal thoughts. As always, I have to put a disclaimer first. I am not a licensed professional. I'm not a licensed therapist. The videos are about my life, what I went through, what I've been through with depression and suicidal thoughts. And as a result of me sharing my story, hey, you guys can see whatever is going with you right now. It's causing your depression or suicidal thoughts. So you guys can see I was in your shoes, and obviously I'm alive right now. You always hear there's a light at the end of the tunnel. That light finally came for me. So I just want to share my story, so you guys don't give up on life. Okay, whatever that may cause your depression or suicidal thoughts. For me, was when I was 8 years old. I was sexually molested, losing a loved one, lost my brother, left a wife, and 4 small kids behind. Losing a loved one, that can make you depressed. I did 8 years in the military, Navy. Struggled with PTSD 12 months after the Navy. So that kind of drove my depression. And also as a suicide survivor, obviously, yes, I did take an attempt of taking my own life. Obviously, I'm here today. So that's why, I call it a failed attempt, because obviously, thank you God, it didn't work out. That's why I'm here today, so I can, share you my story. Okay. So now we have that out the way. So last time you guys saw, I was wearing a t-shirt that said mental health matters. So today I'm wearing a new one. Let me see if I can get up here. So this one said, it's okay not to be okay. So pretty much it's almost like the topic I'm gonna be talking about today, because like I said, the videos I like to share my struggles with mental health issue. And so basically for me, when I was depressed and I was having these thoughts in my head, sometimes like we think in life, when things go wrong in life, like I cannot say that we trying to fix it. We just like for me, I was supposed to go with the flow, like what life brings at me, kind of thing. But instead of going with the flow, I try to go opposite by that. So what do I mean by that? So every day in life, life is throwing like challenges at us. So for me, my depression, obviously, like I was telling you guys, I was sexually molested when I was 8. So that's one of the reasons. But over the years, like I feel like every time life throws like a curveball at me, like instead of find a positive way to fix the problem, kind of thing, I become really depressed, and all I was thinking about is the negative things life was throwing at me. Like maybe I have something about finance, maybe relationship, maybe with anything with family and friends. When life is throwing these challenges at us, all we see is the negative things, but we don't see the positive things in it. So like I said, it's okay not to be okay. So it's okay if you don't know. Well, for me, again, disclaimer from my own personal experience with mental health and depression, so what I mean by that, it's okay not to be okay. Sometimes when the stress come, we worry so much about the negative side of it, kind of thing. So we never see the positive thing, like maybe life trying to show us something, or life trying to teach us something. And it's okay if we don't understand it, what life is throwing at us. Okay, So it's okay to be sad, okay? Maybe losing a loved one. Obviously, we are human, we have feelings. So, I mean, it sucks. I don't wish that on anyone to lose a loved one like me. Like I lost my brother. But when the sadness come, when you like start, thinking about that loved one, I mean, it's okay to, how can I say that, cry. It's okay to miss them. Sometimes we feel like we have to move on so fast from something that happened in life because so and so lost their loved one, but so and so is doing fine, but you're not fine yet, but you are not so and so. So and so might need less time than you might need more time. So therefore, for me, everything that happened in life, I try to look at others people's lives, how they react to the same situation. But at the same time, these people sometimes they might need a little bit less time than you to, either if they were sexually molested, they kind of trying to figure out and get back to the feet, losing a loved one, my veterans in the military, PTSD, mental health. I mean, I'd say challenges life throughout us, we always are looking at other people that in like similar situation like us. I think for me, looking back, when I was having mental health issue, that's one of the problem that, what I know now, if I knew that back then, probably would have helped me. So like I said, whatever you're going through right now, don't be looking at someone else's life. Okay, you are you might need a little bit longer than so and so. Maybe so and so, they got lucky. Okay, you, I mean, it's okay not to be okay. I mean, it's okay, whatever that's causing you to be emotional, stress. Like for me, I feel like us human, we are like, I'll say, emotional creature. Are we creatures, I guess? But or emotional human being, whatever you want to call us. But when life throwing challenges at us, when something come up in our life that we're not used to it, yes, it's, for me, like I said, looking back now, I'm more aware of these things. Like I don't let them stress me out anymore because I know, someone who had a history of mental health, I try to control my thoughts. Like if I lost, like for example, I lost my cat 6 months ago. It sucked losing a pet because I treat my pet like was a kid. So therefore my mind didn't know the difference between a kid and a pet. Okay, so it was like I was really sad losing my cat, because for my mind was like I lost a child, because I was so emotionally attached to my cat. So that's why I was confused. Why is my losing my cat making me feel like losing my brother? I'm like, I mean, I love my cat, but at the same time, it's just a cat. So why is that the same emotional I had losing my brother, who was a human, was the same emotion I feel for a cat? So that's when I started putting one and one together. I'm like, wow, I'm more aware of my mind. My mind didn't know the difference between a cat, a pet, and a human being. Because why? Because I had showed them both emotions. Like my brother, I love him as a human, and my cat, even though it was a cat, I love him like, we know we love our pet. So I love him so much, and my mind didn't know the difference when I lost my cat. So I had the same emotional reaction for weeks after losing my cat. I kept asking myself a question: why is my mind is showing like I'm sad the same way? I mean, it's impossible. He's just a cat. So why I'm like equally sad when I was crying? I'm like, it's just a cat. Why I'm crying? Why I'm upset? So that's why I was like, it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. Yes, was a cat. But if I didn't know better when I had mental health issue, I probably let it kill me, eat me alive every day. I know it's just a cat, but I'm telling you, it just felt like I lost a human being. Okay, because my mind didn't know the difference, because I thought my mind that I love the cat. So when I lost the cat, my mind didn't know the difference between losing a human being and a cat. So fortunately, with a history of mental health, I know how my mind worked. I didn't let it control me. So I cried when it was time. It was, even though it was just a cat, I cried. My mom be asking me, "Why are you crying?" I just tell her straight up, "I miss my cat." And she was like, "Well," and she'll be like, okay, trying to, console me, say, "Oh, just a cat. You can always replace a cat." But still, my mind did not accept the process. I lost a cat. But again, fortunately, I'm more aware of my thoughts. So I keep telling myself, it's okay not to be okay. Like, I don't just wake up every day and start crying. I miss the cat, crying, sad. Okay, like, if I didn't know better, that's what I would have done every day. But I understand, like, one of the things I learned from my therapist, like I said, disclaimer, I'm not saying therapy is the only thing that works, but that's one resources out there that helped me with my mental health issues. She always said it's okay not to be okay, meaning, like, if you have to cry, let it cry. Like,